listen here, okay? I get it. You used to work in a job, what they call a 9 to 5. You love it. You love your job. You get up, go to work, and then you work 8 hours, and you come home. You know, the people that you work with, they're not all that bad. You know, you just do your duties. You know, it's all good. You enjoy yourself. You enjoy your time. You enjoy your time with your coworkers, laughing. Sometimes they have some type of little celebration for something that y'all have achieved. Y'all just, maybe someone has a birthday party or something like that. You know, it's all good. You're used to getting right out of high school or even during high school, like I did, and getting a job, you know, waiting for about a year or two. Most jobs could be different. Waiting for a year or two to get enough vacation time up so you could take a week's vacation anywhere you want to go. You know, I mean, you've worked hard for it. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, 365 days a year. Sometimes you're working overtime. You know, sometimes you're putting in those hours, maybe working your days off, and then you get paid. It's a guaranteed pay because you're working. But then you notice something. You notice that you're noticing that it doesn't seem to get any easier on paying the bills. Yeah, you worked that overtime. Man, that helped out, you know. But now your kids are growing up. If you think about it, you're married, your kids are growing up. The next thing you know, they're gone. They're grown up. They have their own places. You don't remember much about their childhood. Because you weren't there because you were providing for your family. Working. Trying to working 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day. Try to get that week's vacation. Then after 2 years, you get 2 weeks vacation. Sometimes it's up to 3 years. But most of the time, you don't even have any money to go anywhere. You're exhausted throughout all that different times of working. You don't feel like going on vacation anyway. Most people. So you just sit around the house. Next thing I know, next thing you know, or I know, bam, back to work again. And you're exchanging time for money, time for money, time for money. And then you find out about an opportunity where, well, you know, instead of like, you find this about this opportunity where it seems that it's like, could be a scam, you know. You find out that, man, how can somebody make that much money? You know? So you don't even look into it because you're so brainwashed into punching a time clock that you don't see any better thing out there. Not even when your coworker tells you about it. You know, your coworker tells you about this opportunity that they found that can better their lives. They can make any type of income they want. They can have a better life, go on vacations, do all these things, hard work. But you turned your nose up to it because your coworker just don't know what he's talking about. You know? And so you tell him about your mentor, or you tell them about your coach, or you tell them about somebody in the company up in your upline that's making a income that you want to make, making $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, or more, $1 million, even $1 million a month. You show your coworkers, you show your friends and your families this person that's in the same company and making that much money. And the person turns around and says, "But how much are you making?" There's a better way. So, for me, I found that way. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's way of doing things is different. Just depends on each individual person. Everybody's different. Everybody learns at different levels. Not everybody's the same. So if you got to this end of this video and you are the one who's working a job and you're unfulfilled, unsatisfied, and you want to have a better life, you want to make more money, you want to live the life of your dreams, you want to just overall be a better you, then I want you to really take a look at yourself. Take a look at your life. Take a look at everything. And know that God wants it for you just as bad as He wants it for anyone else. You just have to go out there and get it. So let's get it. Comment information. I will send you a link. And let's together stop trading time for money. God bless. Have a great day.